Have you ever just glanced at the clock and seen it's exactly 2:22, and then maybe you see it again the next day and the day after that? Well, if that number feels like it's popping up everywhere for you, it's probably not just a coincidence. Let's get into what 222 might be trying to tell you, because it's a message that's all about your emotional world and your relationships.
And hey, first things first, if this is happening to you, you are so not alone. It's actually a super common experience. You get that little feeling, right? That little jolt that makes you think, hang on, this can't just be random. Well, you should probably trust that feeling. That pattern is catching your eye for a very good reason.
And yeah, that gut feeling is spot on. Seeing 222 isn't random at all. You can think of it like a very specific, focused message, a gentle nudge from the universe to pay attention to one central theme, harmony. And we're talking about harmony inside of you and harmony with the people around you.
So, what is the actual message here? To really get to the bottom of it, we have to start with the most basic building block of it all, which is, of course, the number 2.
Okay, so the number 2 is really the foundation for this whole thing. It's all about partnership, connection. It also represents duality, like think me and you, or even the constant balancing act between your own thoughts and your actions. At its absolute core, 2 is deeply, deeply connected to our emotions.
But what happens when you see that number over and over again? When that number 2 shows up 3 times, like in 222, its message gets seriously amplified. That call to really look at your partnerships, your balance, and your emotions gets so much stronger, so much more focused. It's basically a clear signal that you need to start paying very, very close attention.
So, where do you even begin with all this? Well, the message of 222 isn't really about trying to fix things with other people, not at first anyway. It actually points you inward. The journey to real harmony, it always begins inside your own internal world. This whole path to getting aligned inside yourself really breaks down into 3 big ideas. First up, find your own balance before you try to find it with someone else. It's all about tackling your own emotional stuff first. Second, it's about getting super clear on how you actually feel. That means you gotta pause before you react, you gotta step back from overthinking everything, and break any unhealthy patterns of dependency. And finally, there's this really powerful concept of mirroring, which is just realizing that a lot of the time, your relationships are just reflecting your own inner emotional state right back at you.
All right, so once you start doing that inner work, the focus can kind of naturally start to shift outward. So how does this new internal balance actually change how you handle your relationships?
It's interesting. A lot of people report seeing 222 the most when things are a little tough in a relationship. Maybe there's some distance or you're not talking. But here's the thing, it's not a bad sign. It's actually better to think of it as an emotional testing phase. It's a signal that you're ready to grow, a moment that is really asking for your patience and giving you a chance to develop some real emotional maturity. It's not a punishment, it's an opportunity.
And all of this leads you to a pretty fundamental choice. On one side, you've got force and control, trying to make things happen, which pretty much always creates stress and unhealthy attachment. And on the other side, you can choose to just trust the process. The message of 222 is a huge encouragement to pick the second option. Take a step back, let go of the pressure, and just let things unfold the way they're meant to.
So after all that inner work, after learning to trust the process, where does this journey actually take you? Well, the ultimate destination, the promise of the 222 message, is incredibly clear and powerful. It's all about alignment.
At the end of the day, seeing 222 is a deeply comforting sign. It's like a reassurance that, hey, you're on the right track. It's a confirmation that when you choose to work on your own inner peace and balance, instead of desperately trying to control an outcome, a really natural and beautiful alignment will just find its way into your life. And I want to leave you with this last thought because it just sums up the whole message so perfectly. 222 does not promise instant answers. It promises emotional alignment. And from alignment, everything else follows. Definitely something to think about the next time you see that number pop up.